Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be diving into something a little more personal than I've talked about before, but I want to make a video on my job search and kind of like a current update on what's going on for those of you out there who are searching for a job in the tech industry, specifically as a software engineer, or if you're a WGU graduate or even a student and you're kind of wondering what it's like searching for a job right now. I just wanted to elaborate on that because I'm sure you guys have probably heard things, rumors, or just talk about the job market right now. It's pretty tough. It's definitely not as easy to get a job as a software engineer in an entry level role or even as an intern without prior experience than it ever has been before. And I've even read in some places that it's the worst time to become a software engineer in the history of software engineering. So that's definitely a first. Well, I gotta say that I thought it would be easier. I definitely envisioned myself just getting out of college and then being able to just land myself a job. I never expected that a job was going to be handed to me per se, but I did think that I was going to be able to get out of college and then, you know, apply to some places on LinkedIn and then get an internship or get an entry level position, get my foot in the door relatively easily or leverage some of the connections that I have to be able to get an entry level job as well. But so far neither of those avenues have panned out for me. And it's a little bit disappointing. I do get discouraged at times, but I know that for the most part it's kind of like sales. It's a numbers game, and the more applications that I apply to, the more that I'm increasing my chances of getting a job or at least getting in the door for an interview. So you know, that's that. And for those of you out there who are in the same boat, I would just say, keep applying, keep doing things is that are going to make you stand out. So I've been spending most of my time applying to jobs, because it's a pretty time consuming process, and I don't want to just kind of slack off on my applications. If I apply to a job, I want to make sure that I'm maximizing my chances of getting an interview for that particular position. So I make sure to always write a cover letter and do an uh, in-depth application. Paying attention to the details, making sure there's no spelling errors or anything like that. And and I think that that's helped me a little bit. I can't really gauge my success so far because I haven't really gotten the opportunity to interview. So far, some companies have reached out to me to do coding assessments, and the higher view screenings. For those of you who already know what higher view is, you know what I'm talking about. But for those of you who don't, higher view is this thing that's becoming increasingly popular. And basically, what you do is you have to record a video of yourself doing an interview or answering an interview question, basically. And you get one attempt at it typically, and like 30 seconds to prepare, and then like 3 minutes to answer the question. And I've done that a few times for several different positions. I did it for Cisco, and I did it for the NSA. And I did a coding assessment for Cisco as well, on HackerRank and some other companies that I'm forgetting the names of them now, but it hasn't been too many. It's just been a handful of places that have reached out to me because I think for the most part, I've talked to a few people. I'm based out of San Diego, so I've talked to some people at Qualcomm and Intuit and PlayStation, some of the companies that are down here, and they're all on hiring freezes. They're either on hiring freezes or they're laying off people. And all of the layoffs that are happening at Meta and Google and Microsoft, the big companies, those people are just going downstream, applying to less competitive jobs and making it harder for people who are trying to get their foot in the door, like me or like you if you're watching this video and you're looking for a job. It makes it harder for us. So it really is just not a good situation. But I still haven't lost hope. I'm still going. And some things that I'm doing to help myself and try to improve myself is just continually practicing. I'm doing leak codes. I really like if I get into a higher level interview, then I want to be able to just ace through those leak codes and really know my data structures and algorithms. So I've been practicing that. I've also been practicing behavioral interviews. I feel like that's a part of the interview that's underrated and that people don't really talk about as much. So I've been practicing with some friends, who are looking for jobs as well. For those of you who don't have friends to practice with, there's this resource called Pramp, PRAMP, and basically you can practice interviews for software engineer positions for free, and they do behavioral and also coding interviews, the whiteboard problems. So it's definitely something that you should check out, and you definitely don't want to ignore a resource like that, because I feel like if you're if you're just acing through the interviews, you feel really comfortable, then as soon as you can get your get your foot into an interview, then you can have a higher chance of getting hired. So I feel like that's a really important resource. I got accepted in the Georgia Tech, and I put that on my resume. As a master's candidate, I think it looks better than just being a WGU graduate. So hopefully that helps my chances and makes me eligible for internship opportunities. So there's a lot of things that that you can do. If you're out there and you're looking for ideas, feel free to comment something that has worked for you, or you can even reach out to me personally. I'm more than happy to chat with anyone who reaches out to me and either answer questions or just talk or connect and talk about what's going on. Or if you want to reach out, you want someone to practice with, if I have some time and in my day, then I'm more than happy to do some practicing because I know it's something that's mutually beneficial. So yeah, for those of you out there who are looking for a job, don't lose hope. We got this, and we're going to come out on the other side of this successful and with good jobs, hopefully. All right, thank you for watching, and if you like this video or you found it helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm a new guy on YouTube, and I need all the support I can get in my early days. So I really appreciate any like or subscribe or just commenting. Really, anything to engage with me would be fantastic. So hope the rest of you guys have a good day, and see you in the next video.